Hello friends, welcome to our channel Creating Essence. I am Megan. Thank you so much for stopping by today. It is time yet again for this month's pregnancy update. I am now in my 27th week, which means we are almost to the third trimester. I was just telling my husband this morning that in a weird way, this pregnancy has flown by. So far, I'm still feeling really good. I had gained a couple of pounds, but now I've lost them. So I'm back down to like a 4-pound deficit for the pregnancy. I don't mind at all. As long as she's healthy, I don't care if I lose, gain, or stay the same. My blood pressure and all the things are staying really healthy and really stable. I'm able to maintain the same activity that I was before. And overall, I'm feeling really great. I'm still sleeping well. I really only have heartburn when I have something starchy in my food. I had an online appointment with one of the midwives at the birth center this past week. That all went very well. Everything is right on target. I am feeling my pregnantness these days. Round ligament pains, the stretching, can't put my socks on while breathing these days. I can tell she recently had a growth spurt because she's gone from I can feel the really hard kicks to I can feel every time she moves. Everything. Around the clock. She still really likes to be up in the middle of the night and sleep until about 11 o'clock in the morning. We will see how long that continues. I have been taking the horse chestnut for my varicose veins like my midwife suggested at my appointment in April, and they're helping some. Definitely not a cure-all, but they're helping, and I'm grateful for that. We have had quite a few questions, so I screenshotted them and I'm going to read them off and answer them. Question number 1, are you able to eat more foods now or still on a very limited clean diet? I can eat more foods now. I don't feel great when I do, especially if I eat sugar. Anything very starchy or sugary, I just feel yucky the day that I eat and the next day. So I really just try to avoid sugary foods, which really is good for me and the baby. I've been able to expand my diet in some ways, so it's not really just a ton of salad and some fish and eggs. So I'm grateful for that. Still eating a lot of salad, still mostly vegetables and some protein, but definitely more than I was able to eat for March and April. And I'm grateful for that, though I'm really still being diligent to keep it clean and healthy because I really just feel best that way. Another question is, have you always birthed in the same position or in different positions? Each kiddo, the labor and delivery has been pretty different. My first, I really wanted a water birth, and then I got to transition and just said, nope, I'm done. I'm getting out of the tub. I'm going to sleep. I'm so over this. And naturally, my husband freaked out and said, no, you can't do that. And my midwife said, no, that's fine. That's totally fine. If she wants to go lay down and rest in bed, that's totally fine. And so my oldest was born with me just laying in bed. My second, third, and fourth were water births, and they were in the tub, kind of half sitting up, leaning against the side of the tub, and out came the baby. Asher was a surgical birth, and I was under general anesthesia, so flat on my back for that one. And Solomon, I ended up truly needing an epidural, so he was born in the classic feet in the stirrup style. Definitely prefer the water birth type. So however a baby needs to get out is the way the baby needs to get out. Another question is, did you know the position of your placental attachment in each pregnancy? No, actually, I have only known with these last two because with Solomon, I had placenta previa and I knew it was anterior, meaning it was on the front. So it started out covering my cervix and going up the front of my uterus, and it just slowly stretched up the front. So thankfully the placenta previa resolved. But I couldn't feel much movement for most of the first probably 3/4 of the pregnancy because his movement was kind of, the sensation was absorbed by the placenta, so it kind of never got to the nerve endings, if that made sense. And then this time I knew it was on the front again because as I was looking for the heartbeat, I could hear my placenta beating much louder than the baby for quite a while. And the ultrasound confirmed that it's at the top on the front, off to the right side this time. So those are the only 2 times I really knew where my placenta was during pregnancy. Another person asked, are you able to drink coffee again yet? I am able to do whipped coffee. That Dalgona, TikTok, whatever coffee that is so trendy. I gave it a try one day because I was desperate for a little caffeine help and tea was not cutting it. And I actually really liked it. I do half the amount of sweetener and I use pure organic maple syrup, so it's still paleo. My body just seems to like the unrefined sugars much better. They still, you know, if I eat much, still not a fan, but if I make myself a whipped coffee, I usually make it in a quart jar, and I do the jar like half full of ice and then put in 1 cup of unsweetened organic almond milk, and that usually comes up to the top of the ice. So the jar is like half full before I put the whipped coffee in. It's perfect. It is light enough in coffee flavor that I can drink it. I can get the caffeine. It is just sweet enough that it takes the edge off of the coffee flavor and without being too sweet or without upsetting my stomach. So I have that a couple times a week when I feel like I need it, or if there's stuff I really must do and can't take a nap at rest time. I still get really nauseous when I smell black coffee or strong coffee, and I don't even want to try drinking it. And the last question is, will you all be doing a baby registry this pregnancy? We were asked when we found out that this was a girl to do a baby registry. I usually do one at Target anyway because they send you coupons and a bunch of different things as a thank you for making a baby registry with them. And I just use it as a shopping list to remember if I see something and I think, oh, that's actually something we do need. I will put it in the baby registry, and then just by the end of pregnancy, we try to have everything ticked off that list. We haven't had a baby shower in a long time, and that's totally fine. But this time, because this is a girl and we haven't had a girl in 10 years, a few family members and friends did ask us to make a baby registry. So we made one on Amazon, so it was really easy for people to just look at it and just have stuff sent directly to us without messing around with anything. And to be honest, we don't really need much. I mean, we have all the big things that we had for Solomon. I've been cloth diapering since my first, almost 14 years ago. So I have all our cloth diapers, I breastfeed, I already have a pump. We have the various sleeping devices that we like to use. I have my different baby wearing devices that I like to use. And I thankfully was able to find some pretty good sales in March and April on things like the car seat that I wanted for her and a stroller, because we haven't bought a new stroller in a really long time. The current stroller we have is a single jogging stroller, and it is fantastic. It is a hand-me-down that's about 12 years old, but it's actually still in really great shape. It's just only set up for a toddler. And while we don't use a stroller much because I baby wear, I do like to have a stroller that works and works well. So I was able to take advantage and get a new stroller for a great price. So the things on our registry are just like small things that I need new, like nursing pads and things like that, and little girl baby socks instead of the little, like, obviously boy colored baby socks that I have been using for the last 4 kids. And then there's just a couple of fun, nice things like some hair bow headbands, stuff like that. So it's definitely not a need, and it's nothing extravagant. It's just kind of fun little things because People wanted to get us girl things, and I so appreciate that love and care. We've had a few viewers ask, so I am going to put the link to the registry in the description box. Please, please do not feel obligated to send us anything. We have everything we truly need for her and quite a few wants. The things on the list are just things that would be nice to have or were cute, and I haven't had a girl in 10 years, so I thought a couple cute girl things might be fun. And that is it for today's pregnancy update. If you all have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. I am always happy to answer them. I do try to respond to every single comment. A couple people last time asked for a belly picture, so I will put up here my belly picture for the start of 27 weeks. She is measuring perfectly average, which is small for me. I make enormous babies and usually measure a solid 2 to 3 weeks ahead. So it'll be interesting to see what size this baby actually is when she comes out. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. As always, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to hang out for more. We'll see you again soon.